So today I'm going to walk you through 4 homes, 8 spaces to show you how much further decorating goes than renovating before you spend tens of thousands of dollars tearing things out. Since I rebranded this channel to decorate or renovate, the magic is knowing the difference. I'm going to show you 8 more spaces in 4 more homes. And here's the best part. We spent $7,400 on decorating and avoided $54,000 in renovation quotes that didn't happen because once the rooms got styled, the need to renovate disappeared. And let me be clear, I am not selling cheap here. I'm selling how much farther a decorating budget goes than a renovating budget. Yes, I shop at HomeSense for these makeovers, but that's only because I can put everything together in the store. I can pull the rug down, add art to it, add the coordinating pillows, add the accessories, the whole room comes together. That's the reason why I can do this in a day. Because most people don't need a renovation more. They actually just need that one room or connecting rooms that everybody sees. This is the room that you spend the most time in. That room needs to be finished, and it's everywhere. Facebook forums are packed with thousands of people posting the same thing. What's missing here? But first I want to tackle that one belief that keeps people stuck with blank walls and unfinished rooms, that art has to have meaning. It sounds lovely, and it's the story that we all instinctively have in our heads, but it's also the reason why so many living rooms never get finished. I'm also going to show you what we did instead of the renovation wish list. New flooring, French doors, fireplace inserts, fireplace surrounds, all the stuff people automatically think they have to do before they can have a beautiful house. Now, am I saying you should never renovate? No. I am the classic and timeless queen of the right finishes. So if you need help with a new build or a renovation or a kitchen refresh, you can see all my packages right here online. I help thousands of clients all over North America get their colors and finishes and undertones right using the Killam Colour System that I invented. And if you want to make sure that your colors are correct, I am the queen of that. So for example, if you're moving into a new home, like I did in the last home I was in, it had 4 different floors. Well, the time to unify that, the time to rip it all out and put in new flooring is before you move in. I also replaced the kitchen. If you can replace a bad kitchen before you move in, that is amazing. But if you can't, creativity is what you need. That's exactly what my kitchen refresh package is all about. And here's what I've been teaching for 18 years on my blog, on all my social media channels. Spread the money around in the right order where it creates the biggest impact. I teach all of this and so much more in my Create Your Dream Home training for homeowners and my True Color Expert live training for designers and aspiring pros. In my courses, you will learn the Killam Colour System that I use every single day to assess all of these spaces that I'm always working on to decide how much renovation do we actually need. When you can learn to see color like I can, you can make much better decisions that will save you a lot more money than just looking at all your dated rooms thinking they all need to be ripped out. And how wasteful is that as well? Check out those links below. The other thing I've been teaching for 18 years is if you can't renovate, then you do the other thing that almost works every time, and that is you distract the eye with decorating. And there are so many ways to do this, because when a room is finished properly with the right rug, the right lighting, and the right art, you stop staring at that one weird thing you used to obsess over. Here's what changes everything, and it's why these makeovers work. Number 1, a real rug that grounds the room, not a placeholder. And here's what I mean by that. If your rug doesn't relate to your upholstery and isn't bringing in any color or texture that's grounding the room, it's just sitting there. The right rug ties everything together, adds warmth, and makes the entire room work. Next, pillows that relate to the rug, so your accent color shows up on purpose. Art that's the right scale, instead of the tiny rectangle floating above your sofa. Lamps, lamps, and more lamps. Because I want your living room glowing at night, not blasting with overhead cheese lights that hurt your eyeballs. If you do these things in the right order, your room's gonna look finished faster than you might think. Okay, let's get started. In this first living room, Liz had the classic setup, a neutral sofa, bare walls, a few random pillows, and no area rug to anchor the space. And like so many homeowners, her focus was locked onto the fireplace. It was the wrong style, it felt dated, and wasn't even in the right location. This is exactly what happens when you're not a decorator. Your eye goes straight to the fixed elements that you can clearly see are dated or ugly. But here's the thing that most people don't realize. Renovating is often overrated, and decorating is not fluff. So once we styled and finished her living room, art, rug, the right scale, and a tall lamp to draw your eye up and into the seating area, the focus shifted completely. Now you walk into the room and see a finished, inviting space. Fireplace is still there, but it's no longer the headline. Cost to finish the room, $2,400. Cost to replace and relocate the fireplace, $12,000 and up. Same room, completely different result. And you know what's funny? No one clutches their pearls over wallpaper, just like the murals in my home. No one says, "What personal significance does this wallpaper have for you?" And art can work the exact same way. I'm here to give you some freedom around that. Now, lots of times I do use the homeowner's art. If they have a great piece, then we absolutely build around it, but most people do not have enough. And that one little piece hanging lonely above the sofa isn't creating the look and a feel that everybody wants. Art can absolutely have meaning, but it doesn't have to. Your home is not a scrapbook. It's the place you want to love living in. Years ago, I used to take clients to an art shop. We'd flip through a catalog, find the right art, get it framed. It was all very expensive. And now you can buy beautiful, ready-to-hang artwork that's already the right scale. It's already framed for a fraction of the cost. So if you've been staring at an empty blank wall in your house, waiting for that meaningful piece, that belief is exactly what's keeping your room stuck. Choose art that relates to the room, feels good to look at, and actually finishes the room. Okay, so now I'll show you the next two spaces and what happened when we did exactly that. In Cynthia and Greg's home, they were thinking that they needed French doors from their dining room to open up into their patio area because everything just felt beige on beige and drab and depressing. But the issue wasn't actually the architecture. It was the all too neutral rooms and the art that they had that never felt right in those two spaces. She loved the living room rug and she didn't want to replace it, which meant we needed to build the rooms around those blue-gray undertones. Once we found the right art, everything shifted. Then we layered in designer cushions that picked up those same tones, swapped in a lighter, airier coffee table, and suddenly the room felt open and harmonious instead of heavy and drab. Then in the dining room, we anchored the space with another piece of art that created flow from the living room, added some of her white plates around it, and it looked so good with her painted dining room furniture. In the end, we spent about $1,300 styling these spaces where French doors would have cost $15,000 and up. And now, we don't even miss them, and the room looks finished. For Kim and Colin, the original temptation was to replace all the flooring so the main level felt more continuous. That quote came in about $20,000. Instead, we spent $1,900 refreshing the living room and the dining room, and suddenly the floor was no longer the boss of the house. And yes, this was another makeover where the dining room came along for the ride. Because once one room starts to look finished, the connecting spaces start to raise their hands too. And in every makeover, I like to talk about what I would have added if I had one more day. So in this case, I would have replaced the light fixture and put in some upholstered chairs that makes the dining room feel way more collected. That's one of the easiest ways to soften a dining room set without replacing everything. And here's the thing, you can absolutely breathe new life into older dining room furniture, often with new upholstery, or painting the chairs, or the buffet, art, lamps, styling. But if the chandelier is still speaking fluent 2002, the space still won't look refreshed. So a decorating refresh in a dining room should almost always include replacing the chandelier. It's one of the quickest ways to tell that room, welcome to now. In Christine's home, her breakfast room only needed a couple of key pieces, a properly scaled end table and a lamp, in addition to the artwork that she already had somewhere else in the house. In the dining room, we added 2 lamps, some accessories, and repositioned her existing artwork to create the garden room she'd always wanted. Suddenly, the room felt complete. In the living room, we created a gallery wall around the TV, using mostly her art in addition to a few new pieces to pull it all together. We also reassigned her rugs so that each space was finally doing the right job. All in, we spent $2,400 to refresh these 3 spaces. But before the makeover, Christine had been focused on replacing her fireplace insert, which she thought felt dated. That quote came in at $7,000. But once the rooms were layered properly, that fireplace stopped demanding attention altogether. Now the entire room feels finished. And in the dining room, if I had one more day, I'd paint the dining chairs, add some white curtains, and some shades on her chandelier. After the makeover, Christine told me she was so happy with how the rooms felt, and that's the power of finishing a space properly. So here's what we proved today. $7,400 in decorating across 8 spaces and $54,000 worth of renovation plans that didn't need to happen because once the rooms were finished, renovating just wasn't the best solution anymore. And that is the whole point of decorate or renovate. The magic is knowing the difference. So if you're sitting in a bland living room right now thinking, I don't even know where to start with this. Get a rug that relates to your sofa, pull pillows from the rug, put some proper art on the wall, put a lamp in the corners of your living room so it glows at night. And if you want help with this, you can check out my styling school below or join my Dream Home Club and get help from people that actually understand my system and understand what it is we're all doing here, which is to create a space that fills you with joy when you walk in the door. Because you don't need a new house or a renovation to have rooms that feel good. So I hope you enjoyed this content. Please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time.